Okay, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about all of the equipment that I use on race day. And that's everything from during the run, hats, shirts, shorts, shoes, nutrition, to post-race with everything that I use during my recovery. We're gonna go head to toe on this one, starting with, obviously, race day stuff. For hats, so on actual race day, I have specific hats that go with each costume. I don't want to show those because I don't want to give away my costumes yet. You know, it's very important for me. It's like a big reveal on Instagram, so follow me on Instagram. But during training, I will wear basically any type of athletic hat. So this is one that I use a lot. But I'm not too picky with my hat. It's typically just like whatever one I'm grabbing on the way out. But yeah, any type of that. Any type of athletic hat will do. Next is my headphones. So I have a pair of Shocks, which I got last year, and I like these a lot for training specifically. For race day this year, I'm gonna wear these. Last year I wore the Shocks, and during the marathon, they died on me. It said like an 8-hour battery and died after like 3 hours. I assume that's because I had the music at full volume. So it's probably like 8 hours at like medium volume or something. I love these for training because they're not in your ear, so you can kind of hear your surroundings. So I always wear these when I'm training, but I figured that for race day, that's not as big of an issue. You're not listening for, cars approaching as you're crossing the street. Car! So I'm gonna wear the wired headphones this year again. For shirts, again, for actual race day and marathon weekend, I will have specific costumes, and I don't want to give them away yet. But when I'm training, I am just wearing any type of Nike Tri-Fit tank top. And for marathon day, or marathon weekend, one of my costumes, I'm just wearing one of the tank tops that I train in. Last year, I did that as well. The last 2 marathons, I also did that. For shorts, I rotate between 2 different options. I have a pair of Nike running shorts. I have 3 pairs of these because I love them. Super durable, super comfortable. And then this year, I actually bought a pair of I don't know what these are called because they're not compression shorts. If you look up compression shorts, that is just the compression shorts that you wear under regular shorts, typically, that will come up. So I don't know what these are called, but they are technically compression shorts. I know that Nike has some of these, and they're like $100. I found these on Amazon for super cheap. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to check them out. I love them. I think they're really, really great. They're super comfortable. I got green because this is what I'm going to be wearing for one of my costumes. So you can guess in the comments what you think this costume will be. But yeah, I definitely plan on buying more of these because they're great. I also, every marathon weekend, will bring a pair of compression pants. This is for if it's cold out. They're actually a little bit thicker, just in case it's super cold that day. I'll wear these. I think I wore them for the 10K last year. I always pack a pair of these just in case. You can never be too safe when it comes to packing and taking into account all types of weather. This is the fanny pack that I use. I've had this now for like 3 years, but I just found this on Amazon. Your Power. I think I got it, honestly, because it has a hole for the headphones. I was thinking about getting a new one recently, and I was like, it's held up for the most part. Hopefully those aren't famous last words. For nutrition, Disney races, they have stuff throughout the course. Last year, if I remember correctly, they gave out jelly beans. They gave out bananas at one point and some other stuff as well. I always will bring goos on the course with me. I just don't want to need one and not have one and then be counting on the next aid station or the next water stop to come up. All right, now last but certainly not least, the shoes.
It's gotta be the shoes. Shoes.
I'm gonna show you several different pairs of shoes. So I have a pair of Saucony, oh gosh, what are these? think they're Ride 15s. This pair of shoes, they are going to be my walking around shoes. So when we go to the expo to get our bibs, and then when we go to the parks, these are the shoes that I'm going to wear. Then for the 5K, I have a pair of Nike Streak Flies. These have been my 5K shoes for the last 2 years now. They are designed for the 5K and 10K distances. So these are great for those distances. The 10K, I have another pair of Saucony Ride 15s. I've had these now for a little over a year, and these actually were my walk-around shoes last year during marathon weekend. For the half marathon, I'm gonna be wearing a pair of Nike Alphafly 1s. I actually have 3 different pairs of Alphafly 1s. I have a pair of Alphafly 2s, but I definitely like the 1s better. So yeah, these are my half marathon distance shoes for this year. And then my marathon shoes are getting delivered today. Now, we all know that the most important part of a Run Disney costume is the shoes, and it's become a thing every year where I've started to buy a new pair of shoes for marathon day. These are the Nike Alphafly 3s, and I got them in the Hot Punch colorway. I think that's what they're called.
That is not correct.
This is last year's pair that I wore for the marathon, and I was thinking about getting another pair of 1s, but I watched some like YouTube videos, and they were like the 3s are better than the 2s are. But yeah, these are dope. Oh yeah. These feel nice. I am moving. Damn, it's cold. Whew. Okay, one thing that is definitely not on the packing list, because there's no way it would fit in my suitcase, is the inversion table. But one thing that is on the packing list are these, which are nasal strips. I used these last year. It's mostly for sleep, as you can see the man sleeping there. Opens nasal passages for easier breathing. Instantly relieves nasal congestion, hypoallergenic, and dermatologist tested. So I've also seen people run with them. I initially bought them just as like a, hey, let's have this so that I can sleep better. Speaking of sleep, I mentioned this in a different video, but also on the packing list is melatonin and a sleep mask. Because you go to bed at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it's good to take some melatonin and have a sleep mask as well. If you don't take melatonin, I highly recommend picking it up and using it before race weekend. It's kind of like, you know, running in a new pair of shorts. It's not something that you want to do on race day. Same thing with melatonin. You don't want to test it on race weekend or during race weekend. What else? What do I talk about next? Okay, we'll talk pain relief. I bring some Icy Hot. They have Icy Hot on the course, and then I also just have some for when I get back to my room if I need it or whatever. I also have moleskin pads. I actually will keep one of these in my fanny pack when I'm running, just in case I start getting a blister. Obviously these are big. I'll cut it up a little bit and then put them in my pack. Also for recovery and muscle relief, I bring a massage gun. Yeah, this is just something that I'm using throughout the course of the day when I'm watching movies and stuff. I also will bring a foam roller. I forgot to bring it with me to show you, but I bring a foam roller too. Now, I honestly forget the order that I do things when I get back to the room, but at some point, you know, I like taking an ice bath. I also will bring Epsom salts to do an Epsom salt bath. And then after that, I will break out my compression boots. I have the Therabody compression boots that I use, and those have definitely come in handy the last couple years. This year, I'm actually not bringing them because I'm gonna be using Firefly Recovery instead. They absolutely saved me last year during the Dopey. My body was in rough shape, and it was basically like, let's get through race weekend, let's put as many bandages on this bleeding gunshot wound as we can, and you know, we'll figure it all out after the fact. I got some of these for last year and put it on as soon as the half marathon was done. By the time the full marathon, I was crossing the start line, I felt like I had really fresh legs, and then after the marathon was done, I put them on again. The main reason that I got these actually was because it was a way to recover faster. It increases blood flow by like 400%, and helps you recover faster than something like the Therabody compression boots. But I also say faster because as soon as the race is done, you can put these on, where you don't have to wait to get to your hotel room or anything like that. So they're really great. I'll add a link in the description to the starter pack that I recommend getting. They'll send you 2 pairs of the Firefly Recovery, and then they'll also send you the straps so that you can walk around the parks with them on. And then the last thing that I will be packing for marathon weekend, as far as gear goes, is the travel metal cases from 2 Park Princesses. So that's what I plan on bringing to marathon weekend, aside from like clothes and stuff like that. If you're gonna be there that week, specifically if you're running like the Dopey and you're getting in on Monday or Tuesday, I am organizing a shakeout run on Tuesday afternoon, evening. We're gonna start at Hollywood Studios and then run to like the boardwalk area. It'll be 2 miles, and then after that, we're gonna go to Epcot to get some drinks and some food and watch the fireworks. So if you're gonna be in town by then, we're gonna meet up at 6:15 on Tuesday night. Message me on Instagram and I can get you all the specific details. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about what I bring, be sure to ask them in the comment section below. As always, we'll see you real soon. Peace. Stop recording.